We have a temple talk this morning from Dan Brown. Welcome, Dan.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All right, for today's temple talk, I need to practice a skill with all of you for just a moment, and that skill is raising an imaginary hand, all right? So that means at no point in today's temple talk am I going to ask you to actually raise your hand, but I do want you to be thinking about, would you be raising your hand or not? So let's start here. The Bible verse for stewardship this fall has been from Luke 12. How many of you have actually read the Bible verse from Luke 12? Oh, you're doing really well here. Either no one raised their hand because no one has read it, or you're doing really well about doing that imaginary hand. Okay. So I'm just going to start for just a quick moment on that Luke 12 verse. It's a parable of the rich fool, and all it talks about is a really quick one that says that there was a man who was so prosperous that he'd filled all his barns, and then he didn't have enough room for anything, so he tore down all those barns and he built new barns. And right there, God said to him, "You fool, this very night your life is being demanded of you, and the things you have prepared, whose will they be? So it is with those who store up treasures for themselves, but are not rich toward God." All right, and like a lot of parables about giving, it feels like a tough message at first. But what the stewardship committee wanted to do, what our gratitude and generosity team wanted to do, is focus on that positive opportunity. Be rich toward God. And that's what it is that we're focused on. So these pledge cards have been coming in, and you guys have been doing great. All right, we've got a board out in the narthex there that shows it filling up. Last time we checked the numbers, we were at 52%. It's actually a little higher than that. I checked some of the numbers again last night. You guys are doing fantastic. So, ready for those imaginary hands again? Who here has already turned in their pledge card? If you have, thank you. We love you. We are already higher than we were last year at this time. We have more people giving and more people giving more. So we're doing fantastic. We're very excited about that. All right. Imaginary hands again. Who here has not yet filled in their pledge card, but they do hope to do so sometime in the near future? We love you. All right. We are still looking for more pledge cards, and it's great. It helps us plan. That's really what this is all about, is just making sure that we're planning for next year. And so if you can get your pledge cards in, that's fantastic. Who here, imaginary hands again, says, you know, this just isn't my gig. I don't do the pledge card thing. It's just not going to be. All right. We love you too. We know that all of you here are rich toward God in so many ways. Sometimes it's giving, sometimes it's pledging, sometimes it's doing all the other things that you do. So please know St. John's loves you all, thanks you all. If you can get your pledge card in yet, it would be great. It would be fantastic for us. We really appreciate that you are, but we really appreciate all that you do. Please continue to be rich toward God.